will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for tonight. That would be the best therapy for me. All the crazy shit I did tonight, those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for tonight. That would be the best therapy for me. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Yeah, all the crazy shit I did tonight, those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for tonight. That would be the best therapy for me. All the crazy shit I did tonight, those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for tonight. That would be the best therapy for me. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. It's getting late, but I don't mind. 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 Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. All the crazy shit I did tonight, those will be the best memories. I just wanna let it go for tonight. That would be the best therapy for me.
Title of this first. 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 It was a pivotal moment of inspiration and revelation in my musical life.
Bruh.
From that moment on, I wanted to learn to play with passion and develop a nice touch.
Hey, traders. God. Happy Sunday to you. Just getting my audio. I don't know what's going on, man. Chat box is broken. Pretty typical.
Title of this first.
So pretty cool development today. Bitcoin's up about 10%. It's been a couple days, but we got a weekly candle close in less than 2 hours, and it's not too bad. Bitcoin's finally tried to establish a higher low. That hidden bearish divergence did in fact play out, and not much follow through off that.
Title of this first.
Hold on.
Title of this first.
Yeah, I know, dude. Just chill.
Title of this first.
All right, so I can't turn my mic up. There's nothing I can do about it. It's screwed. It's like, this is just what happens, Larry. So I turned the audio, the music down, so it should be a little bit better, but my God, at what point can you even hear the music? Anyway, you know, we have not broken out of any range yet. We have not made a higher high yet on Bitcoin. That has not occurred. It does look pretty cool, like momentum shifting structure, but you have not broken the 200 moving average.
Mars tipped $25. Do you even ping, bro?
I don't ping, but I pong. Thank you, B-Marts, for the 25, man. So, yeah, dude, like today, if you were a patron, you got blitzkrieged with pings, because all the altcoins were looking, I mean, they were all at their pattern, not all, but a lot were at pattern completion zones of harmonics that we're going to get into today. We're going to look at. There's a lot of things finally to look at because the whole market's so homogenous. You know, it's just interesting. Okay, just developments. Finally, my God, it's been like 2+ weeks, just nothing burger. So we haven't even, again, that 200 moving average that was very close. I mean, we're talking like 39,562. You could see it before the weekly close, you know, in the next less than 2 hours. But I mean, you haven't seen that in a month, right? We haven't touched that since May 12th. You think it's going to be tested at some point soon, and breaking that would be substantial. But my God, look left. There's so much resistance that has to be broken before you can really feel good. But you know, the Wyckoff accumulation schematic that we've been talking about for a couple weeks now, you could be beginning phase D of Wyckoff accumulation, where what would need to happen is you rally up to 40K, 41K, and hang out there, absorb remaining supply before breaking it, and then we could enter phase E of Wyckoff accumulation before, you know, and then a back test in phase E is normal, and then we could rally off that. I mean, that would be, you know, hopium smoking events, but I'm just telling you, right? I mean, we've just gone into this. So, but Bitcoin's not even really the crazy thing going on, right? It's not even Ethereum. It's just a bunch of different altcoins, man. I mean, like Ethereum, you thought, hey, that'd be so cool, like if it could get down to 2K again, because that would be a pattern completion zone of like a bullish Gartley pattern, a textbook one, but an outperformer. So, I mean, there's too much demand, an asset can't sell off to that point. But at that same time, you're just at the major range, right, where anything above 2,600 is really bullish, anything below it, you could be, you know, subject to see $2,000, which didn't happen, which is great, man. There was some bullish divergence on the lower low, the local lower low for the rally, but underperforming Bitcoin, not by much. So again, cool story on Ethereum here, and not really too much of a structure. I do like the higher low than the previous low from May 30th that's going on. That's a deep retrace. I mean, someone, I bet you, like if Scott Carney's like harmonic indicator was on there, it probably would have, you know, identified this, right? It's like a little bat. Yep, exactly. Just a perfect textbook bullish bat. I mean, to a T, like perfect, man. And you're catching a reaction off that. So very cool to see that go on, but you know, again, it's just it's mini, and we don't know where it's going to go. It's got to break all the resistance, and Bitcoin has to continue stand strong for Ethereum to continue rallying well below your 200 moving average, just like Bitcoin. But Bitcoin's about to test it, where Ethereum is still hundreds of dollars off, like $300+ off. So pretty cool there. But that's not even what I was caring about today, really. What's up, Anonymous, dude?
Bruh.
Anonymous tip $30. Hi Mitch, can you take a look at AMC? Thank you.
Hey, yeah, we'll look at AMC. That, you know, has been all over the place, went nuts, and then went nuts to the downside. That's what happens, man. It's like playing Russian roulette with your wallet or portfolio sometimes with assets that go that high that fast, man. It's Wild West stuff. Okay, yeah, retail, Robinhood peoples, Wall Street bets. Look out. Now, again, I mean, finding the entry can be pretty awesome on those, but finding the exit's not easy, right? Especially if you're trying to be disciplined, right, and you have a plan. Those are like S coins where they'll exceed your trading plan exit targets and they'll like double, triple them, and you're like, what am I supposed to do? Well, you got to play the numbers game. You got to be disciplined, because on the next trade and the one after that, they're most likely not going to do what AMC did, right, or what GME did, you know. So we'll see what happens on Ethereum. Got to get above the 25,600 area. But that's, again, whatever, Bitcoin, whatever, Ethereum. It's like, it started for me when I started scanning today. I was like, oh my God, Bitcoin Cash. It's too perfect, man. Too perfect. It's up pretty well, even more. So this is a textbook bullish Gartley pattern. Pattern completion zone once, just kidding, twice. So you got a reaction low, a reversal low, or a confirmation low. On that second low, where the candle close was slightly lower than the first low, you had very, very well established classic bullish divergence. Impending price action reversal implied. That's certainly happening right now. This is kind of like, I mean, this is a formula. I mean, this is the part of the formula. So the upside, I mean, we're talking like 735, 750, I mean, 850. I mean, if it's truly going to reverse here, obviously Bitcoin, you know, has a lot to do with if these are going to play out across the market. But what a good start. This is, you know, lower risk, XABCD. That's what we want to see. But yeah, as you can see where Bitcoin Cash is just butting up against this resistance from January 10th. You break that, I think there's a very high probability the asset sees 752. Easy. There's nothing there, man. The historical significance, man. The price action correlation between 617 and 752 is almost every single time straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Okay, so you break 617, I think especially, my God, with the harmonic structure and the divergence established in the confirmation low, I think the very high probability you see 750 at least, right, on Bitcoin Cash, assuming Bitcoin doesn't just freak out and dump, you know, 20% tomorrow, or, you know, coming up in the next week or two. I think you got upside potential on altcoins, and Bitcoin Cash was just one that was like perfect. And some are, I think, more perfect than others, where you had assets like, I don't know, Basic Attention Token that didn't quite get to its pattern completion zone. Very close, man. Very, very close, but kind of like a little bit like Ethereum, right? Where you had the nice, everything was good, but it's just a little too shallow, like a 70% retrace, where we know the pattern completion zone of these Gartleys and ciphers is the 786. So you didn't quite get there. Though at the same time, you made a low and then a lower low at the 70% retrace, and you made bullish divergence like Bitcoin Cash. So it's just kind of, it's tough. I mean, you just got to be like, all right, that one's not quite there. So you look for the ones that are showing, I mean, everything you want, right? So one that was perfect, that's up 17% today, is KNC Kyber. Dude, you want to talk about perfect textbook specimen Gartley hitting the pattern completion zone. Didn't really have too strong of a reaction low, reversal low, like a double bottom. But dang, man, you can't say confluence of the 1414 from B to C and the 786 of the Gartley, man. That's perfect. And what a rally. It was up like 25% at 213. And right after that bullish and golden candle was established earlier today, boom, right? Big booms. So you're just in a major chop zone right now. Like, look, you got, you know, I think if KNC can break $2.05, which is that major old all-time high from July and August of last year, I think you got a good chance to see into 34, 250, right? And you're still below that 200 moving average, so you got to break that too. But hey, I mean, when you get big drawdowns in long-term uptrends, okay, this is a very long-term uptrend. All right, you retrace how deep. Let's see. Let's do it. Let's get out the Fibonacci. All right, let it do the speaking for me. Look, from the low point from that December 2020 low to high, That is a 78 to 88%. That's like an 86% retrace. So deep value perceived areas, right, from the major discernible swing low of the whole run. And then after you make that very deep retrace, you then form a harmonic, which its whole essence is pretty much perceiving value, because it's 78% retrace from the bottom of the harmonic. So it's value within value. Yeah, man, that's like lower risk, higher probability chances of things going up, not down more, right? So it was good. It was beautiful. I pinged this earlier today before the whole run. It was like 170 something when I pinged everyone. But it wasn't just KNC. It was like other ones. I scanned like the whole S-Coin market today, man. But that's what we want, man. Like, it's educational. Like, despite you taking action or not, man, are you starting to get it and understand? Like, you get the XABCD after the big drawdown, but also in itself, right, from that major low, the X, the A, the B, the C, and then the D, right? It's like value within value. Like, it's a bullish Gartley, and then at the pattern completion zone of the major bullish Gartley, you get another bullish Gartley created. Good God. Value within value, man. All right? Valueception. Beautiful. So you can apply this traditional technical analysis to any market, to any asset, okay? So take this information in. You don't have to take action on it, but try to learn, you know, try to like, oh man, I'm gaining knowledge here. I'm learning. Wow, write this down, whatever, you know? Invest in yourself. That's what this is. Okay, so should I even look at, I mean, we can look at total real quick, all right? Total that's just kind of, you know, chopping between 1.3 trillion and 1.77 trillion. Range bound, really range bound. After that first couple lows, it's just established a new low, a new set of lows, May 30th and June 8th, holding up pretty well. And now, yes, you've made a local higher low than the previous low. Wonderful bullish convergence on the oscillators. And where you think if this is going to keep up, you probably could go test 1.7 to 1.78 trillion dollars again, the major area of congestion, right? Why not? And that's like Wyckoff accumulation stuff. If you like, I think if you get up there, you might be what could be considered phase D of Wyckoff accumulation. Same time, the 200 moving average, you haven't tested that in like a month, just about a month. May 16th. It's June 13th, so really would like to see the asset get above that, because anytime you're in a really nice uptrend on the 4-hour, look at this 200 moving average. It's so well respected over and over and over again. You got to get back above that, and you really want to see that 200 moving average angle up, not down, as you can clearly see it is down sloping right now. So a lot of work still to be done on this market, but at least it's better than, oh no, we're down at like really low levels, we're screwed, you know. It's all right. Leprechaun in Miami, man. Let's go. Good night to the Leprechaun stage. Yeah.
Leprechaun in Miami tipped $100. Hex USD thanks bro. Oh.
Yeah, Hex continues to climb. Man, it's getting really close to that or to the target of the trade setup, where it's a 1,000% gains from the entry of the trade setup, 1.1 cents. Getting closer to that 10-cent area. Thank you, dude. And also, oh my God, it's.
I have some evidence Manbear Pig could be in this area.
Jeez. Come in with a Bitcoin contribution, Manbear Pig. He's here.
Manbear Pig tipped $38.86. Can we look at PSTH? Pershing Square Tontine Holdings, please, thanks. 0.00100000 BTC.
Well, look at it, man. Thanks so much, dude. Manbear Pig. I'm super ethereal. Also, when the stream started, pretty much super drag. Thank you so much for joining Patreon. Please be sure to see the Patreon. Sorry, it's pretty loud over there, but I got issues, man. I just got like every day there's a new issue. Remember, you know, there's a spin the wheel and it's gonna land on a technical issue. Like my chat box is broken. I can't fix it. It just ceases to work. It's like, great, dude. Great. Audio's also effed. I don't know, dude. Okay, so it's like not just that. Let's go back to Bitcoin for a second. Let's look at the weekly. How's that weekly gonna close, right? Because that's like why you're all here, okay? We got, oh my goodness, you know, it looked real bad. It looked real bad, and now it's starting to look interesting. You're getting back to that area. I mean, you dumped all the way to 31K, and now you're at 38K. What is that percentage, man? This is like BVol, could you understand why BVol is so high? It's at levels where historical events on the Bitcoin chart existed. Like, we're talking this week, there is in a 7-day period, technically less than 7 days by 2 hours or an hour and 38 minutes, 26.56% swing. That is insanity, man. That is, as a swing trader, almost impossible, like, to do anything. It's just too high, too dang high. Good luck, scalpers and bots and all that. Y'all have fun, but that's nuts, man. So maybe you luck out and the negative momentum begins to wane here, because it hasn't been. It's just been building and building and building. You are still in the equilibrium level, right? You're not at 40, which is good. You're at right now 47, just neutral on the RSI on the weekly. So man, if you can ever get back above this $40,000, $41,000 range on the weekly, man, you could see tremendous upside. At the same time, if you can't get above it, there could still be tremendous downside. That's just where we are. We're at major inflection point on the weekly. It's like pretty much you could at some point break and run up very fast. At the same time, you could reject and have very nice markdown. Okay, I'm just saying, like, and it sucks, dude. I mean, sometimes it's like that. All right, you're still somehow miraculously making a higher low than that low from January 18th, beginning of the year. All right, we just had to look at that, you know, just like, okay, it's a weekly, man. Okay, we'll get to there's a couple of requests, a few requests, and then after I get through the requests, we can go back to like just looking at those altcoins that are just wow. Look, some of them looking like snacks more than others. But you just gotta be like, well, the ones that aren't at their pattern completion zones, it's like, dang, dude, they're just outperforming. They can't even hit those. That's probably pretty good. All right, so the first real request today. All right, AMC. AMC, that the time to be requesting the asset was certainly down here when there was like inverse head and shoulders, momentum shifting stuff going on, consecutive higher lows before the big markup. Really love how it broke out and then back tested the major area of support resistance. As you can see, very big deal. My God, that's what market participants are looking for. That's what you're looking for. Back test of old resistance as support, and then what happened after an engulfing candle, and then tremendous follow through that took this to like kingdom come to 72.59, and now it's at 49.31. And really, I don't even know what to tell you. When an asset does that, it's like, oof, might want to look for something else. But at the same time, hey, who am I? You know, this thing could be starting to develop hidden bullish divergence from your previous low from May 21st to the higher low, and maybe you're starting to lose your negative momentum on the 4 hour. Yeah, maybe it just keeps going, dude. I mean, the volatility is wild, man. I mean, just look at this one day, or this 1 4-hour candle. I remember this. I was at the Bitcoin convention. This was like the whale conference. It was happening. The asset swung 65% in a 4-hour period, dude. What's up, Little Stash?
Little Stash tipped $25. Hey Mitch, can you take a look at Flux/USDT on KuCoin? It doesn't have an alt bleed like everything else, and is looking like a breakout just started.
Sure, we can look at Flux. We can look at it, man. I think, did you request that at some point recently-ish? We can look, dude. Thank you, man. But at 25. So, you know, what am I supposed to do, right? Like, the requests, the best requests are the ones where you know you're applying the formula, right? That's taught here, where you have a greater than coin flips chance. All I can tell you is it's psycho crazy levels. It hasn't back tested 35, 55, which I think that's pretty much the area you'd want a back test to occur. That might be an advantageous strategic entry, but for now it's like, I'm looking at this and it's just, that's where you'd probably want to take along strategically. But if you wanted to just, you know, freak out and just gamble and go to the casino, the Wall Street Bets casino, yeah, that okay, you just could go up, I guess, right? Flip the coin, dude. We're kind of in coin flip territory, but if it keeps developing, yeah, impending price action continuation, the upside's kind of being implied, at least on the MACD histogram, somewhat. Kind of crazy, I know, dude. Like, what? Could you imagine this hopium right here? Just imagine, this is just for jokes. This is a meme, right? If they get to meme and trade meme stocks, we can do meme harmonics, okay? This is a meme harmonic. This is not actionable. It's too deep anyway, but it's like an XABCD. Oh my God, dude, right? Hilarious. 1414 B2C, fib extension. Let's go, dude, right? It's a joke. It's just a joke. But yeah, down sloping consolidation after a big rally. That's normally like bull flag stuff, kind of. And I'm not trying to make people buy into this asset. I'm just trying to size it up, you know, without the formula. Kind of, maybe it's continuation. God. Okay. That's AMC. Next one was Hex. Yes, Hex is technically a beast. Technically. All right. Remember the bullish 5-0? The bullish 5-0 caught its bids. It got a reaction low and a confirmation low at the pretty much the PCZ. Scott Carney talks about these things can maybe go down to 618s too. It didn't even do that. It was good, man. It was like, yeah, the bearish sharp turned into the bullish 5-0 reaction reversal, and you're rallying. And you know, just I think yesterday you had 9.2 cents, where we have a second target of the trade set of 9.7 cents, 10 cent psychological resistance. It's on its way, man. There is certainly right now no bearish divergence in the 4 hour. I mean, implies that buyers are not exhausted yet. And you can't say that you have bearish divergence yet because like the momentum is still building. It's at its highest point. The RSI is not like turning over. So yeah, at some point you could say, yep, there will be bearish divergence, but when? Like, it could be tomorrow, it could be in 3 days, 5 days from now, but it could be at 10 cents by then, you know? So if you look at the daily, which is so weird because I just looked at the 4 hour and this didn't exist, but okay, wow. Oh my God, dude. Hex technically at the second target of the trade setup. I can't believe this. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna pull this up, man. All right, let's see how it looks on the weekly. All right, this was it, dude. The day was March 23rd, a day that will go down in infamy, where at the time everything was stupidly high. Everything, all the cryptos, all the altcoins had gone nuts, but Hex had not. Hex was just showing very, very nice composite operator accumulation. That's it. The smart money was quietly acquiring his position. 1.1 pennies. All right, and here we are. It's done, dude. Trade setup is technically complete, at least on the daily, the weekly, not the 4 hour. Insane, dude. I can't even believe it.
Look here!
Yeah! Wow.
I just felt like streaming.
Hex, you're a beast. You're a beast until something changes. I mean, that's the show, dude. 1000% gains on a position trade. You just had to hold for a couple months. Almost 3 months. You almost had to hold a quarter, but if you held a quarter, you gained 1000% in your position. That's tremendous, okay? Only in crypto, kind of, pretty much, except for AMC and GameStop sometimes, right? Wow. Very good. Very, very good. All right, moving on. So that was you, Mr. Hexman. Mr. Leprechaun in Miami. Yeah. Thank you, dude. All right, next request. I don't know about this one. I understand. Oh wow. All right. So this is Pershing Square Tontine Holdings, where yes, it's been devastated. Okay, it's 100% retrace. So it's like a shark. It's a shark, and there is now, I guess you could say, there is bullish divergence on the RSI on the daily. All right, we're just talking about an asset that's like, hey, from its all-time low, so it's the X, the A, the B, the C, and then the D. 100%, yeah, it happens, man. 100% right there. Nice bullish engulfing candle. Nice reaction off of what the zone, the area of congestion. Like that's where if it was gonna bounce, that'd probably be an area where it would bounce, but that's it so far. At the same time, one low and a slightly lower low with this on the oscillator is really nice. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's impending price action, reversal implied right there at a critical area. You might get a second test there, and it might, just saying, there's always the offshoot chance, right? These sharks, where do they go? Where can they go? The maximum threshold is the 113% retrace. Hey, I've seen it before. So it can always go down to $20. So you just can't keep that out of, you have to keep that in mind, right? When we're talking about harmonics, it could go down there and it could spring and back test to spring. I think we could get a lot more confirmation. You gapped down. I don't know what happened. There wasn't an earnings report. It was just, it gapped down and it just hit that area and it's bounced. But as it's bounced, it's kind of already started losing steam. It is down 1% on Friday. And maybe, dude, there could be a better area and it would be all-time lows. It technically hit all-time lows intraday on June 4th. Hit 2134. Has never seen that before. But, let's see if we can get a secondary test at 2150. Now let's see how the asset responds there, right? But yeah, nice divergence. Anything on the weekly, maybe? Not enough data. No, there's no edge. No edge on the weekly. Not enough data. So again, maybe $20 could be a really good spot. And oh my God, a 113% retrace. Okay. PCZ of the shark, but also B to C, there would be confluence there. It'd be like a 1.618 fib extension. That could be tremendous, dude. That could be very good. But just remember, okay? Remember, we're looking at this. What is the most recent discernible event that has occurred on this chart on the daily? Well, your lowest low painted since October of last year, meaning there is no accumulation. You cannot say there's accumulation, so that means we know for a fact that there's not more market participants buying this asset than before, right? Because you had the low from May 12th, and then you had the lower low from June of this, this month, right? So it would be nice to get some accumulation, some higher lows, something we can really ride home about. But right now, it's like, yeah, I get why it bounced, but not much of a good bounce. There is a gap fill up here at 25. So if it was going to rally, it would probably fill the gap. Okay. So no accumulation. There was divergence. Give me a higher low and I'll feel a little bit better. And if we hit 113% retrace, it could be nuts down there. All right. Anyway, that's information.
Hey Mitch, nice Dan. Could BTC be forming huge head and shoulders on the 4-hour with bearish divergence on MACD?
Huge head and shoulders. Excuse me. Huge head and shoulder. I mean, yeah, maybe on the daily. I mean, it's kind of too scrubby to call it that. Is there bearish divergence on the MACD? Nah, dude, not yet. No way. Like you gotta start selling off. You need to start to see that momentum waning. You just built your second histogram island on Bitcoin, right? On the 4-hour. I think we need more data to be able to say, oh yeah, bearish divergence. It might develop, just like Hex, it might develop, but we need more candles, okay? It's too early to say that. All right. Yeah, dude, I mean, the daily weekly isn't really good on Bitcoin. I mean, it's okay. The fact that it's trying to rally, it can get above that 41, 43K area, man. It could be fireworks to the upside, and no one would believe it. It would be unreal. It's really tough, man. It's still in really tough areas to determine where the asset's gonna make its next major move, okay? Because it did so such similar things in 2017, but so did the altcoins. The altcoins that were in really nice uptrends, and then like part, one, they sold off and they lost like 78, 88% of their value from their major lows, and then they pivoted and they ran again to all-time highs, unbelievably. Okay. Anyway, so moving on. How's the next one? Oh my god. I love
Hey,
Flux.
Mitch.
Flux looks amazing,
First positive
dude. Yeah.
Momo on the
Accumulation
MACD
going
on
on,
the 2-day
kind
for
of.
BTC
Yeah, dude. I
since
mean, I think
10th
you're
of
going
March
33 cents.
2021. Hope you have a nice day, King.
Reddit, thanks for threes, dude. First positive momentum on the MACD histogram on the 2-day chart for Bitcoin since March 10th. Oh, that's cool. Hey, nothing wrong with that. But I don't think we really look at the 2-day much. But thank you, dude. Yeah, Flux looked great. I mean, Flux was like, hey, man, it hit that area, right? I mean, that's the lowest risk area of a range. It's all you don't have much data on this. But I think if it's going to keep rallying like this, I think it's going to 33 cents. That's your target. 33 to, it's really like 35 cents, right? Pretty simplistic, right? Range bound assets. Full gate. There you go, dude. But yeah, you requested this a couple days ago when I was live or at some point, and we looked at it the same way, where it's like, hey, it's strong. I like the higher lows going on locally. And if you just think about an X, an A, a B, a C, and then maybe a D, you're talking like that's the target anyway. 35 cents for a deep retrace. If you ever broke that, I think your target on Flux would be 45 cents. Easy. And then above that, my God, it could go nuts, like to unseen levels. So yeah, Flux to Tether on KuCoin, looking pretty good. In the dead middle of the range though, so it's really tough to determine like right now, hey man, wonderful long opportunity because we can strategize to stop loss so easily, right? It's not like that. I mean, that's down here at 12 cents. You're at 23.5 cents. So what if it comes to back test and double bottom here, and you try to take a long now, you'll get wiped out, and then it'll get to those value areas, and then bounce, and you're like, crap, man. You know what I'm saying? You've taken on tremendous losses. So, yeah, I think it looks like it could very well see 33 to 35 cents. Flux, there you go. Little stash, thanks for 25. Nice! So lovely.
Can you take a look at MAC, a stock? Thanks, Mitch.
We can look at MAC, man. Mid-American Conference, right? MAC Attack. Thank you, dude. Just kidding. It's a conference in college. Nice chart, though, Flux, right? Looking refreshing compared to a lot of other ones, we've seen, so. I've been here before. I have memory of this place, but it's been a while, man. And it's not really at an entry area, of course, but really nice uptrend. I mean, at the time to be looking at it was 820s and stuff, right? It hit major levels, right? Look at that, dude. Those are the time to be looking at it, really. Like, look at the global financial crisis low from March 2009, 550. Look what the asset did. COVID crash, held it 3 times, rallied, bled out, but then what did it do? Come on, man. What did it do? It made a deep retrace from that previous low to the high. 78% retrace, not once, but twice. So it's harmonic style behavior. And then it had a huge run and ran up to $20 to $22. Buying climax, and then a major sell-off. And then look what happened, man. When it fell below 1320, which is a very critical area of resistance, it fell below it, it sprung, and then it back tested the spring, and that's the type of confirmation you're looking for. That's what market participants are looking for before taking longs. Okay, so what was once resistance, okay, it became support, and then it rallied, and it's what's probably headed to $20 to $22. Not just because that's like real support resistance looking left. Congestion areas back from 2008, 2009. I mean, dude, it's not 2008, 2009. It's like 1998, 1999, 2001. Good God, 1996, right? There's a lot of support resistance there historically. So Not going to be easy to break that, but also because maybe it's like X, A, B, C, D stuff where you're just, these things normally run up to the 786, 886s. All right, 618, confluent with the psychological, or actually not psychological. It is psychological. It's $20, but it's also very real from like an ice line from a long time ago, many times, right? We just looked at 618, so you could see a reaction there. Could probably head up to that way before pulling back. But also $22 seems like an adequate target, where you can see that was a candle high close on the daily January 27th for reversal. So I think it's got upside, but it's again not at an area where we're looking for a long right now. Strategic entry right now, it doesn't exist. It's just, it had a really nice run up since late March, right? But at this current time, I mean, it's up 65% in 7 days. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Ricardo? Thanks for the 22, dude. Cheers. People are going to get destroyed by this bull trap loan, Sovos? Yeah, what? Do you mean because they don't have stop losses or don't care what stop losses are? I mean, no one's saying Bitcoin looks bullish right now. I just said we're at a major inflection point. Like, if it can break certain resistance above us, then wow, there could be major markup. If it can, at the same time, there could be major markdown. So that's like kind of coin flip on Bitcoin still. So people get destroyed, yeah, because they don't know what a stop loss is. That's they're on them, dude. You have to have stop losses,
super chatted
dude.
$50. What's
You
up,
don't get
Mitch?
destroyed when you have
Can
stop
we flip
losses.
the
It's easy.
BTC chart upside down and take a look for fun? Smiley face.
Dude, what's up, Booby Man? Thanks for the 50. Yeah, chat is broken. I can't fix it. It's just the chat box just doesn't work, okay? I'll work on it, man. It's just every single day there is an issue that it just randomly exists. And then 2 days later, 3 days later, it fixes randomly, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's weird. Okay? All right, so that's your Mac, dude. All right, Mac attack. Oh, what is it, Ricardo? What'd you say? Can you see the question? I'm looking. Where did you say the question, dude? I see. No, I did not see the question. Just type it in the chat right now, and I'll try to answer. Okay. Or what if you had a request or something? You can type the ticker. You know. I'll wait a second because that was like we're kind of like caught up on requests. Except for Ubi's right there. Al Gore invented the chat box. Gah. Super cereal. Oh, okay. So there's no gaps on stocks. I mean, yeah, derivatives. Or I'm sorry, there's gaps on stocks. There's not on spot price of Bitcoin. And that's what I mean. Talking about the opportunity, and it's crazy because think about if Bitcoin sold off one more time, Ethereum might get a 2K, and then it would be a pattern completion zone of a textbook harmonic, like and a couple other ones. I'm waiting on Ricardo. He said thanks, but you didn't ask the question, so waiting on you, dude. Otherwise, I'll just keep going and Bueller. Let's go to Bitcoin and flip it over for fun for Ubi. So it's true. It's true. We have another bullish engulfing candle in development on the daily, 1 hour, 15 minutes until that would be confirmed. You flip the chart over. Yeah, there's a lot of. I mean, like, what do you do? It seems like, if it's like this, all depends. Can the asset that looks like it's consolidating, possibly bullishly flipped over? I mean, there's tremendous upside where it would go right back to 30K, and then after 30K, 20K. But same time, I mean, you're now technically bearishly engulfing if we flipped it over. And I'm trying to talk. It's tough to analyze flipped over like that. I mean, but man, if you can break through this other area, there could be a lot of upside or a lot of downside in this weird world we're doing of the alt-I. Is it a double top? You are not making, just remember, you're still making a lower high than the previous high from January. That's real. That's like where candles close, where traders actually settle up. Yeah, it's a lower high for now. What I'm saying, you can't just like completely give up and be like, oh, it's just certainly bearish. It's 100% bearish. Like those people, like, no way, man. It's just not easy right now. These conditions are just not easy. But the good news is, okay, altcoins are kind of making it pretty easy. Like where, hey man, like dang, they're at their pattern completion zones. They're also at very major deep value areas. At the same time of showing those M-shaped patterns, making it very easy where it's almost like it is low risk for a lot of altcoins right now. Bitcoin's not as easy, okay? So you just, fine, we'll just run with the altcoins. We'll see how they do. We could take our chances on some altcoins. And if Bitcoin fails us, you get stopped out. Oh my God. End of the world. Just kidding, it's not. You move on, right? I don't know what Ricardo's request was. Yeah, he's not. Okay, it's all good, dude. So there you go, Ubi, man. Hopefully that helps. I don't know how it would help, but it's just for memes. I get it, Ubi, dude. I like, kind of like the way the RSI is looking, man, on, you know, the daily, kind of. But, you know, golfing, there's just too much work to be done. What's up, Victor, dude?
Hi,
Alright,
Mitch. Can you check up on Faye? I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, Fire Riot seemed like it was down and out. It was all over, but then it didn't. It didn't die. It held. Composite Operator said, no, we will not go down without a fight. We will not go into the night. Someone cue up the Interstellar soundtrack. Okay, it went down to test the 200-day moving average for the first time since October and bounced like the Jesus man, right? It bounced back. And that is what you could still consider this in phase E of Wyckoff accumulation, textbook Wyckoff accumulation. Yeah, things happen, Larry, when your company sells half of itself to another company and then starts rebranding or whatever. Yeah, you dump. The market freaks out. But hey, if you understood where the asset was, all was well, man. If you were just patient and you understood, hey, man, I get it. Now, if it starts falling lower, yeah, there could be a big drop. But hey, that's the Composite Operator trying to steal shares, trying to steal your shares before the major markup phase begins. And I think that's a very real possibility still, okay? Yeah, you're going for a gap fill, certainly. I think the target, I mean, you're going to 2243 most likely at this point. I mean, it's high probability. And there was almost hidden bullish divergence there. Victor. So I just, no harm, no foul. It's not even like, it's around the entry, you know, and it sucks, dude, but like, I have like calls on this. I have like long-term calls on this. So I was like, oh, okay, oh no, it's going to go to zero. Oh no, I lose what I put in. No big deal. But then I didn't do anything. I didn't panic. Now it's recovered, tremendously recovered back to kind of where I took the calls, right? So you're super safe above 20 and $21. Yeah, that's it, dude. Oh man, music over. Oh yeah. Okay, so hey, if you're enjoying the live stream, the like button, the bell, that sub. Sorry about the audio levels and the chat box and everything else, man. Nothing I can do. So, all right, we got through the request because Ricardo is just doesn't want to. He's like, hey, I did the chat wrong. I want to ask a question, and then, or like, okay, what's the question? And then I get ghosted by Ricardo, man. Okay, so we can just switch on back to some of these altcoins that are looking very interesting. One other one. Nano, dude. Nano. Like, really interesting stuff, dude. You're talking like, look at this inflection point from February and March and April. You're back above it, 616, a textbook, beautiful bullish cipher pattern. I mean, you didn't quite hit that PCZ. You were very, very close. Very close, and you're catching a reaction around that area, and you could go to 717 again. And your upside targets, if it was actually going to play out, if this thing was going to reverse and play out, you're talking like $9, $9.50 targets up there. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful structure. After doing what? From that major low from March 26th to that highest high 1771, right? That's like an 88 to 90+% retrace. That's a value perceived area. And at the value perceived area, you're forming a harmonic. That's the structure, that's the area, the context you're looking for. Okay? Nice, dude. You know, I just, chat, there's not enough hype in the chat for the amount of altcoins that are showing potential reversal structures. It's weird, dude. Alright. So, we'll see. Another one was like Dash. Dash was good, but it didn't quite get to that 786, the PCZ, which I thought would have been far more strategic. It would have been beautiful. It was like a major high point from January and back from freaking January 2020. And it's just so, it's like April 2019. That would have been perfect. It would have been literally legendary if it could have gotten to the PCZ, but it was just off. It was just too strong. It did 153 once, just kidding, twice, and it's rallying off of that. So it's, so I'm saying, if Bitcoin sold off bad, you know, again, you still might have awesome opportunities on some of these altcoins. So don't rule it out. Just know, like, some are not completely there yet. And a 786 confluent with a 1414 for the extension from B to C, that could be great. It's exactly what you'll see. Big drawdowns, then big M shapes like this. Very pretty structures. They can usher in much more significant rallies to the upside. Okay, that's it, dude. Same time, you got, like, you know, little brother Zcash. That's interesting. Okay, I'm just looking at it like this. If you disregard the wick at the bottom, you have a textbook bullish Gartley that hit the pattern completion zone with bullish divergence on both oscillators on a confirmation low. I mean, that's really good, dude. It's really, really good stuff. But at the same time, if Bitcoin craps out, then, you know, it really probably will go down to $100. And that could be awesome. But man, it's just one bottom, a second bottom. 1414 for big extension. It's just strong right there, man. Really, really strong variables that are all screaming the same thing, which is upside next, not downside. Okay. ZRX was close, but didn't, you know, it will hit its pattern completion zone of 73 cents roughly if Bitcoin sells off. But if not, this is what I'm talking about. You know, some of them are like great, and the other ones are just not quite there yet. It'd be a perfect cipher at literally 73 cents. We're almost there. You're just not quite. And it's just there was divergence on the MACD, not so much the RSI, but you got oversold twice. So they're just ones that are really close, just not quite developed yet. Tenpence says, these times when everyone abandons the market are times when they should be accumulating. When crypto is hot, all we hear is, I wish I got in lower. It's lower now, and where is everyone? Yep, it's the same cycle. It's a zero-sum game, man. Right? We got to sell to somebody, right? Very good observation, 10 pence, man. Finally, you know, it's like, I don't know, dude. Like, is it any wonder I took the weekend off, man? Because it's like, what am I, like, we're here, we're doing this stuff. It's like, no hype, nothing. It's just, there could potentially be opportunity, you know?
Hey Mitch. There is no hype in the chat because we are all wrecked and fearful. All HODL portfolios are 50 to 80% down in the last 2 months. Nobody trusts what comes next. Still very emotional times for so many.
Sure, dude. But are you here for crypto? Or are you here for the actual TA, for trading? You know, for swing trading. I mean, these are the best times to invest in yourself, to get better, to become self-reliant as a trader. And I'm just telling you, like, we're getting to a point now where, wow, there are some actual opportunities for longs on altcoins, some altcoins. And KNC's up 21%, man. I mean, it's like, what the heck? Like, you see these harmonics and all that, right? And then you go to KNC that's already, like, blasted off. It was perfect. Value within value. crypto guy. I mean, it's like, yeah, sure, go ahead and take a break while it draws down for like 3 weeks to a month. But then it's like, come back because these structures are developing now. Wake up, dude. Someone do the bat signal or something, right? For all the people that don't get it. My God. That's okay, dude. It's all good. I guess I'll just have a, short stream, a 60-minute stream. Oh, you were warned. I don't know. I'm just telling you what's going on. So that's cool. We can all just enjoy the weekly candle close from somewhere else. It's all good, dude. This is it, dude. This is like what dreams are made of. This type of stuff. So Dogecoin, we can go to Dogecoin. That at the same time, it's like a mini harmonic, one bottom, second bottom, bullish divergence on both oscillators locally, and there's a low, a higher low, and actually higher lows. It's crazy, dude. It's like somehow trying to hang on, and the target upside would be 37 to 41 cents again. Yep, that would be probably it up there. Sweet, dude. Dogecoin, great. OXT actually looks good too. Look at OXT on the daily, going for a confirmation low. Right? It lost. Yeah, it literally from the October low lost 88% of its value. Yes. And it rallied, and it's selling off again. But now that's like what happens. You catch the reaction, and then hopefully you get the reversal low you're looking for. And this is where, like, these are lower risk areas. This is exactly where more major waves can happen. Like, we're talking like this is a big wave down from C to D, right? But at these levels is exactly where a new wave can occur, where it runs up and appreciates in value over like a few weeks, 100+%. I mean, this is exactly where you should be caring about crypto again. It's unbelievable that people are like, oh, I'm just done with crypto. Screw crypto. It's like, fine, dude. Look, a low, a higher low, a higher low, a higher low. And look, even more higher lows than the previous lows. It's unbelievable. Value areas, whatever. But hey, in the end, it's all about like, at least like 5 people are getting something out of this, probably 5. That's better than 0, I guess, right? Ethereum Classic had something similar too. It didn't quite get to that level, right? This is where, hey, if Bitcoin craps out, then you have a chance. But man, it was just too strong. Like, this was a textbook bullish bat pattern, but it's reversing at the 78% retrace, not the 88% retrace. So, we're talking about rules here. There was divergence, kind of convergence. And if this is it, the upside's $75. That's where it can go, $275 from here. Okay. S&P futures all-time highs. Let's go, dude. Let's go. But there was also like opportunity on the micro cap S coins too. Like Ocean was a really good one. Ocean's awesome, dude. Look at this. Ocean's perfect, man. It's already up too from when I was. It's so perfect. It's literally perfect.
Just unloaded some X. Should I move my profits into Matic? That's where the dollar came from in the first place.
What's up, Anonymous? Thanks for the 20. I don't know. We can look at it. We can look at it after Ocean, because Ocean, man, take me by the hand and pump to 67, 71 cents. Okay. Dude, this is it. This is dreams, man. This is what dreams are made of. I don't know even what to tell you anymore. Look. The asset's in a long-term uptrend technically, right? Then it goes through a major correction. And then from the low point to the high point, it hit an 88% retrace, not once, but pretty much twice. And that's where the harmonics developed. This is it, dude. You want to talk about lowest risk areas ever? when you're talking about value and Fibonacci, this is it for Ocean. This is where, hey, Ocean could be at $1 in a few weeks. Could literally double in value in a few weeks. Ocean. Yeah. Patience though. All right. This is exactly what cream looked like, cake, bake. Remember those beautiful little harmonics, man? This is so good looking. We'll look at Matic now. I thought I looked at that earlier today. Did I? Maybe not. Hold on. Oh yeah, I did look at Matic. Matic was good. It was very close. It didn't quite get there. It was like 75% retrace, and it, 786 is what we're looking for. Caught a decent reaction. There was definite bullish divergence on the RSI. You had some sort of bad action move confirmation signal on the RSI where it hits it once, and then the second time, Scott Carney likes that stuff. Really good. Well, yeah, I don't know if it's like, it's pretty decent of a spot, but it could go lower to test 110. But if it's gonna run up, $2 would be the target from here if it was gonna actually rally. That's it. Pretty decent. It's not bad. It's definitely a harmonic though.
Gentlemen, in the mix.
So Ricardo, do things too. So Matic, there's opportunity, but there's no confirmation low really, and it didn't even technically hit the 786 like Bitcoin Cash. This is one where let there be no doubt this asset is showing exactly what you want. Perfectly. The harmonic hits the pattern completion zone once, rallies, and then the second time, and on the second time it shows that bullish divergence on the oscillators. That is what you're looking for. And if you break 617, you could see 752 based on historical context to price action. Okay, upside. So, you're looking for the ones that are showing you. Noise!
Hate to ask for stonk on a Sunday, but can you look at ASPS Altisource Portfolio Solutions?
Steven, thanks for the 20, dude. Yeah, we can look at that, sure. I'm beating a dead horse here anyway, so. Well, it literally has no volume. I wouldn't be touching this asset. Yeah, if we're talking about education, sure. But if we're talking about taking a trade on this, man, I'd be really careful on an asset that has 65,000 volume. No volume. You can clearly see by the candles, too. It's just gross. But yeah, if you're talking about actually hey, lowest risk area ever, April 2020, you hit it, you bounced. But, you're not making higher highs yet, right? There's probably 825 upside. Just going back to that low from August, and maybe even if you're lucky, 879. That'll be the next area. So you're stuck in a zone, right? A zone between $6 and 825. And yeah, of course, that you got a reaction. That happens oftentimes, right? We looked at another asset earlier today that did that. Doesn't mean the bottom's in. Don't really know yet, if you're in the dead middle of a range, which we clearly are. Really tough to strategize a long entry here, right? You would want to take a long at $6 on a second test, but you haven't had that yet. You don't have that. It was really cool to see what happened here. Even on an asset that's 65,000 volume, Wyckoff stuff. Look, man, the low from last year, you sprung and then you back tested the spring May 10th. And after that spring back test, you've rallied. So you would think that if it's going to keep going 825, but again, it's not an area to go long right now because it's literally in the middle. Okay, that's your ASPS. Steven. No volume. All right, man, been live a little over an hour. You got less than an hour to your weekly candle close, your daily candle close. All I'm doing is telling you what's happening. Altcoins look pretty freaking unreal on some of them. Some aren't quite there yet. Some are developing still, and if Bitcoin drew down one more time, then you get those. But the other ones are already there, and you already caught ones like
Wowza up. Good to see some relief on the market, but honestly
KFC
nobody
already
on their right mind should be thinking about doing a long on anything. Levers equals wrecked. Cheers for the stream, bro. Thumbs up.
well, no one's talking about leverage, dude, right? Thanks 420. I'm just talking about like traditional technical analysis, and we're talking about swing trading, and it's like protective stop losses would always be set up. I don't like know what people are talking about. Everyone's gonna get wrecked. It's like, dude, you can't get wrecked if you strategize at low risk value, high value areas, man. I'm just saying. Anyway, yeah, sure. I'm using TA. I'm using technical analysis that was, studying for 10 years, and that like really smart people I learned from, right? That are, some are dead, some are alive, and that's it, man. It's like not any more complicated than that. The charts say it, and this is exactly like September. This is the way I feel from September of last year. They're like, all these altcoins are hitting pattern completion zones at these major harmonic structures, and everyone's like, are you sure? No way. This is going down. Everything sucks. Screw you. And it's like, wow, okay. Sure, whatever. I'm just telling you that there's a harmonic here presenting itself, and it's one bottom, a second bottom, and sometimes a third bottom back then. So I'm just, whatever.
Get used in GRT BTC charts look identical. Have you ever seen it before?
I don't know, Namas, since 420 did.
Is that a joint?
Welcome back, Mitch. Could you check out $link? Gartley type pattern with confirmation low.
Of course.
Targeting $31.
But screw it,
what
man.
do you
Screw
think?
everything. It's beautiful. It's absolutely specimen. Yeah, patrons already know about it, Higeki, right? There was a BAMM confirmation, bullish divergence, at a $20 psychological support resistance. Look at this ice line from August of last year.
For a
It's
new
perfect.
camp,
This is
Rob
exactly
Prime,
where
a
the
tax
probability
break,
is higher. You go to
Reggie
$32 to
Gladiator.
$35
Value opportunities
instead of
make us
dumping
have
to lower
blessed
prices.
questions like this. The 1/5 appreciate you.
I don't know, dude. Probably a Jeep. I don't know, dude. Thank you for the 1/5 appreciation, man. Thanks. Yeah, Link looks amazing. It looks unbelievable. It's so good looking, but holy crap, So you're just going to the point where it's like, do you believe in TA? I mean, even if it fails, you can strategically set up a stop loss to protect yourself if it does fail, and that's the beauty of it. It's up like almost 8% today, but the variables were there. They were all there. Ricardo, I'm reading it. You're like the ultimate troll, dude, because you keep saying things, but you're not ever asking the question, right? All right, man. Well, I'll put in the work today. If you're a patron, you know that. And all I can do is tell you, like, what's going on. And for everyone else, you sleep on this market, that's what, you'll miss things. So I appreciate everyone coming out. Thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Maybe one day things will change, but not anytime soon, I guess. So I'll be back. Until next time, respect the T. Hey.